Toshiro from Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. This was episode 2, so it's kind of like his outfit when he has that like bandage on his head and stuff. He's lost his bankai. So let's give it a go. I know we're all waiting for like the other form. Don't want to spoil anything if you don't know, but this is pretty cool. He looks intense. I'm on a landscape page. Pencil eraser, hip pose if I go too fast. We're in 3/4 pose, so we have a small eye and a large eye. So we start with the large eye. So we'll go diagonal, like so, and then bring it across. Pretty flat eyes, serious, intense eyes. And then we come down in the corner and across the front, like so. So you want to thicken up his eyelashes a little bit, right? So you just want to add some extra weight to the line. So you're just thickening things up, like so. And then we have an extra sort of eyelash line there, like that. So iris and pupil looking up, half circle just underneath his top eyelid, and the pupil, you can barely see it, just there in the middle, and color it black. So he's got a headband on, but we can kind of see his eyebrow, right? So the eyebrow goes like this way. It goes underneath the headband at some point over here, but we'll just draw it like this maybe. And then a section that you can add a bit of gray color to, and then it gets thin back here. This would probably be the headband line as well. And then we have some eyelid lines in underneath this, like so. So his other eye is behind like his nose, right? So just across from the eyebrow here, we've got this like curved line for the bridge of his nose. And then the tip top of his nose kind of sticks out here and then comes around, kind of like, I don't know if you draw Demon Slayer, but it's kind of like Demon Slayer. And then a nostril just there. So his other eye is in behind this line here. So we just go diagonal. Now we're smaller because this is like a 3/4 pose, right? So it's a smaller eye. You can't see as much of it, so you just go diagonal. Make it kind of spiky on the end. And then this goes down this way and around behind the nose again. So you can't see like his tear duct area. And then again, eye, so he's looking sort of over to the right, so it's in this corner here. So you go down around like that. And then the pupil just up here and color that black. So can't see his eyebrow on that side. Can we? Well, maybe a little. So you might be able to see it like a little bit of it just going underneath the headband that way somewhere. So our headband will go like across this way. I'll cut off this eyebrow here. And we got all hair coming down this way, but this is our general shape for that headband. So we might bring his eyelid just down a little bit further over that eye. Mouth. So we just have like a downturned sort of mouth, like going down this way. And then a little top lip line there. And a bit of a bottom lip line shadow there. And then his chin is quite pointy. Just here, you can see now the curved line for his face. So in jaw, going diagonally up across here, like that. And then it'll change direction just about sort of in line with, say, his top lip area here. You'll change direction up this way. So we're different now on both sides of the face because we're in 3/4 pose. Jaw on this side, but cheek on this side. Right? And it goes in and out first. Goes around his cheek, in towards like the corner of his eye, and then out for the brow. and then out this way. Okay, so just a different shape on both sides of his face because we're in 3/4 pose. Okay. So hair coming down here, right? And it comes across this headband. So we've got like some folds and bumps and stuff on top of this headband, right? So it's like on the side here. And then his hair spikes will come out from here. So it comes up and again, like bumping, like for all these little bits of hair that spike down across his face. So like that. And then some smaller ones underneath. Very spiky hair coming across his eye there. Another one up into here and around. And you'll have some texture in underneath the fringe there, and then some texture lines just coming down this way. So on the headband then, you know, it's like wrapped around, we have fabric lines, so lines being sort of pulled in different directions. This kind of stuff. And across here. Right, and then, so the rest of his hair comes out all the way around to behind his ear. And we've more headband actually as well. So there's like some more headband that like goes under, disappears underneath hair, sort of here, wraps around his head obviously. But it's like it's going around his hair. And we have his ear, and so it's underneath a hair spike. So we got like a big hair spike here. A double. And then his ear goes down towards the jaw. And you'll have some like ear lines inside. Some headband lines and stuff. So then the rest of his spiky hair, we'll start this side and we'll go the whole way around to the back of his neck, okay? So, let's go. Boom. Line starting there. Hair spike coming out. And lots of overlapping hair spikes of different shapes and sizes, right? Large one. And we will add the texture lines when we get the main shapes done. And just keep going down around his head. And remember, hair moves and stuff, blows in the wind, you know, if he's fighting and things. So it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Once you get the general shape of things, you should be okay. But there can be bits of variation. So then we have some texture lines on the hair. So like little lines like this that kind of follow the shape of his hair spikes. Going, following the lines and shapes for his hair. And you can do as much of this as you want. I think I'll leave it there. That's enough for me. That's all I can see in the image I'm drawing from anyway. So, scarf. So coming down from his face on this side, right? And it's kind of like tattered and torn and like spiky, and around the edge here coming around his neck, covers most of his neck. So we'll draw this first and then add some of the anatomy inside, right? And then the inside that comes around his neck is here, so it goes up to his chin, right? And then we can see some neck muscles inside, like that. And then some fabric lines on the inside of this, like some torn sections and folds and stuff coming around, like so, just suggesting the folds on the scarf. And then scarf coming down, hangs down this way. And his headband seems to be loosely tied around the side of his head here as well. So it kind of hangs down this way. Yep. And shoulder. So he's got a white kimono over a black shinigami sort of uniform thing. So this is the white part, right? So very loose fitting clothing, okay? So on this side then, shoulder, he's holding sword that he's raising up. And we got the black shinigami sleeve, very loose. Just these wavy lines, right? Is that a chain? Is there a chain on his head? Am I missing that? I think there might be a chain in here. So I'll just do this with black line, right? So the links just go. They just kind of click in together. Just noticed that. Good thing I did as well. Right, so it kind of just hangs down here, going down behind this. So I just do a black line like that. It's grey in the picture, or brown, I think. Right, and then the rest of his baggy shinigami sleeve. Big fold lines and stuff. It's hanging down, so it's very wavy. And it always has this white section that sneaks out from underneath the bottom. And then his arm up holding the sword, right? So we got his bicep, so he's a kid, isn't he? So we've got these very thin arms, elbow, forearm, comes up this direction, wrist, like so. And then the palm of his hand is just here, and it kind of joins his wrist like this, with these wrist bones, these little spiky bits. Like that. And so, sword comes out from here. You could use a ruler, but it's not really, it's a bumpy sort of line, right? So maybe I will, I'll just, because it's quicker, go this way. Right, and so like a palm of his hand line just there. So then the other side of this comes down a bit until we meet fingers. So it comes down to about there, and then his fingers are loosely sort of gripping, right? So we got like one finger, 2, 3. And the fourth is like up a bit further. So each of these kind of curves around like this. And then fingernails just on top of that. Okay, inside of the sword sort of comes down here. Right, and then we have like all these diamonds. Typical samurai sword style. Like so. I think I'm off on my line a little bit there. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, so I just made it a bit thicker at the bottom than it should have been. So maybe there. Like that. Right. And I can erase this. I can rub it out if I went too thick with it, maybe like there. Dude, but I think it does get thinner on the top anyway, so maybe just this little bit I'll get rid of. But other than that, I think that's everything. I'll draw Toshiro from Bleach. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.